Spinny, spinny. Spinny, spinny. Refresh. Zone. There we go. Spinny, spinny. All right. Welcome to the live stream. It's your boy, The Climb 21, the worst streamer on YouTube who never knows if he's live or not. Please hit that like, that subscribe, the little thumbs up, all the good things. All right. This is the close of business review, and it's on a Thursday, so there's not going to be a lot here. First off, we're going to take a look. Today we were down 3.97%, offsetting the huge 9% run we had yesterday. $92.34 down. However, the after hours is already being nice, clawing back 1.18% and $26 there. We are actually positive on both our YBIT and NVIDIA call. YBIT has been up for us. It's been NVDY that's been killing us. And a large portion of the drops every day has been the morning call here, where the NVDY stock will just plummet, and therefore the call will plummet with it. And then we spend the rest of the day trying to claw that back. The only winner today has been YBIT, $17.70. We are actually up on total return as well. A nice big jump here. The downs today are $1.03 on the 1 share of Misty, not much impact. $16.61 on YMAX, $22 on NVDY, and a big jump down of 35 on Alti, which is a shame because we had just costed down from $10.13 to $9.70 a share, and we still can't catch a break. But just imagine how huge the loss would be currently. Right now it's just down 35. If we were still up at that 10.13, that would be rather bad. Let's take a look at the health. Low risk, we are $260.62 above the margin buffer. We are very nice. Now, saying that, 1 to 2 5% days of red can wipe that out. We have deposited $2,000. You see we are up $260.62. But Thursdays are generally boring. We're waiting for Friday. Oh, I didn't do this. Thursday, the 12th, December 24th, there's verification. Friday. Well, what happens Friday? Well, we have YMAX that is going to pay us, and we have Alti that is going to pay us. I'm not sure I got the YMAX purchases in on time. I don't remember. Very vague. The Alti, we had the 100 shares. So let's look real quick at what those are going to be. The YMAX is going to be low. It's going to be 12 cents. The Alti was 70 cents. But I'm trying to remember when all we really had to do is just pull it up. Got a little dead air here as I'm scrolling, looking for it. Nope, not that. Nope, not that. So much information that I do not need. There's my video where I put out what the payments would be, but we don't need to see a video of me while I'm doing a video. I'm sure, yes, like this. Perfect. So $1.33.91 from Coney, but we sold out of Coney to focus on Alti. So that's going to be $70.92 incoming tomorrow. That will hit on the overnight around 7 p.m. And then the YMAX, very low, $12.26, but that'll be $12.26 coming in this week. And then we just hope for a better week next week for YMAX. It gets to pay a little sooner. So we are looking here at $82 and then change, so $83, and most of that 83 is just going to go right here in the Misty. We're currently costed in at $37.41, but we're not too worried about that. It's not a horrible price, but you can get it better. It's been down here at $30.87. Hasn't been that long ago that it's been sub 30, right? So we can get it better, but we'll worry about that in the future. Right now, we just need to start stacking the shares, and we'll gladly take it while it's down. Next week, MSTY should be growing in value throughout the week, and then we'll probably do another purchase of it after the ex-dividend date, the day after the ex-dividend date. I keep buying on the overnight, and then it keeps having a sell-off the following day. So we're going to try to take advantage of the next day sell-off moving forward, just to shave a little more off. For instance, with Ulti here, we can see, boom, 7 p.m., boom, I bought here in this range. If I had just waited the next day, woke up, did my thing, I would be buying here in this range. We'd be at a much better price point. Although we did save 42 cents a share, the savings could have been 80 cents a share. We could have just had a better value if we just waited a little longer. So we're probably still going to do our sell in the overnight if it's rose enough to matter, or if it's overpriced. For instance, I am in on NVDY. We are inflated. We are way overpriced. So next month, when NVDY pays, we're probably going to sell on the overnight, still collect the dividend, and try to reset at a better 24, 23.5 rate. We're going to get this cost basis down. We're going to get the cost average down. And instead of having $2,572 invested in this thing, we're going to only have $2,350, $2,400, something a little more comfortable. And while I get these aren't earth-shattering, huge differences, they really add up and matter. And having my account more in green than in red just makes better financial sense, better health, right? Because if the dip is taking me from an all-time high down $100 to $200, we're really getting in trouble here with the leverage, right? But if the dip is just coming down to the price that I already bought it at, we'll take that dip every time. We're fine with that dip. So I need to get on the proper side of the buy so that when the dip hits, it's just coming back to where I'm already at. I'm not going under. That's the idea here. We're pretty close to it on Ulti. We have to see how YBIT responds this month to know where I need to be buying in at on YBIT. Like, we've got it fairly low. We'd have to go back to November. And then we'd have to go back to early November to get a really good price. All the way back to October to get a really good price. So I'm kind of feeling like 1350 is just the current YBIT floor. I'm not that high above it, but having said that, I would be more comfortable under 14. So even 1380, 1390 would be much more comfortable here. And if we look right now, you see it's at 1420. Instead of just being up 4 cents a share, I'd be at a much healthier, 20, 30 cents per share buffer. And since this stock is supposed to be paying me, you're thinking, well, why does that matter? Well, we just discussed it. When we have the dividend X date and the stock price comes back down, I'd rather it come back down to neutral than be putting me in red. So these stocks don't really have to gain a lot of money for me in the form of stock value, but what I need is to be on the proper side so that the ex-dividend date is just bringing the price back to me instead of sinking below where I got it at. That's all. We're not asking for a lot here. And that's not the stock's fault, that's my fault. I bought at the wrong price point. But we can fix that. We can fix that over time. So that's the two prongs we're looking at. We're not looking at velocity right now. We're not looking at compounding right now. We're looking at getting 100 shares of Misty, and while working towards 100 shares of Misty, getting the price points on these stocks to better levels. And we do that on their ex-dividend dates. That's how we do that. All right, is there anything else we need to check on? We've looked at the positions held and how they're both in the positive. So that's
okay. Hello, everyone.
Oh,
well, yesterday I posted an essay.
No. No, Stephen Wolfram, go away. That scared the hell out of me, guys. I just spooked myself on my own stream there. Okay, sorry about that. What was I saying? Yeah, we looked at the positions and how they're in the positives. That's very good. One of the big losers for me, it's not a loser because it's not a realized loss, is when NVDY here is down 60, 100, 120 on the call, and also down 60 to 100 on the stock. Right now it's down 196 on the total, 35.99 on Ulti. We're only down $1 on Misty, 27.60 on YMAX. We are up 383 on YBIT on the overall. And remember again, tomorrow, big video, because tomorrow is dividend day. Dividend day! We like getting paid. All right, it's been real, it's been fun, it's even been real fun. It's your boy, The Climb to One.